Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Job done, game, set and match, 4-0 against Burnley. It's funny, I did say in my preview I thought it finished 2-1. On the watch along I was honest and I said, you know what, my head is telling me we're going to win 3-0, it's going to be comfortable. My heart's telling me 3-0 and comfortable. My head is telling me 1-1 because it's Burnley. Follow the heart, always follow your heart. But there we are. We're going to get into it very shortly. Before I do that, I want to let you know this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Once again, as I always tell you, make sure you download that link in the description. Download the OneFootball app for all of your footballing needs. If you want to know what's happening in today's football across the spectrum, you'll find all the information there with your news, your latest scores, your results, your fixtures coming up, all the stats, player stats, team stats for everyone that has played across England and Europe and the world. It's all there. So make sure you download the OneFootball app, link in the description. Enjoy. Now, let's get into this. Burnley 0, Chelsea 4. After what was, let's have it right, a very flat first half. A very flat first half. Poor. And not poor in the sense like we played badly. We didn't play badly, but it was just flat. Nothing was happening. It was sideways, backwards, try and go forward, blocked, sideways, backwards. I mean, that's it, because multiple factors you could argue. Whether we were moving the ball too slow, whether players were moving too slow, whether Burnley were just defending very well, whether mentally we were really in it in terms of actually giving everything, or were we being a bit too conservative? Like, multiple things. And I think that, you know what, each and every one of those points are valid in terms of why we looked a little bit slow and a little bit cautious and a little bit too, I don't know, is lethargic the right word? Yeah, many grey areas. It's not always too black and white. So, that was the first half. Nothing to really report. But the second half, I don't know what Thomas Tuchel told the lads or gave the lads, or I don't know, did he pin them all up against the wall and threaten them? I don't know. But whatever happened in there, it worked. It worked. We win 4-0, 4 goals coming in that second half, and especially straight from the get-go. There was no waiting about. Now, before we get into how the goals came about and whatnot, how did we start this game off? We started off with Mendy and goal, a back three of Chalobah, Silva, Rudiger, the wing-backs of Saul at left wing-back, because Marcos Alonso did test positive. So, herd immunity hasn't reached Chelsea yet. I think it's about to, though. So, yeah, we're waiting, obviously, now. Alonso's going to be out for a little bit. He'll be back very shortly, though. Actually, if I'm not even mistaken, I think Chelsea will take the precaution. But by law now, not by law, it's never been by law, but in terms of the regulations in this country, they're now saying even if you test positive, you don't have to isolate. So go and do your business. It's now treated as endemic. So I know Chelsea won't do that because it matters in terms of who's going to play. So Alonso will probably stay about 5 days out. He might make the Norwich game if he's feeling better until he tests negative. So we'll wait and see. But Alonso out. So Saul filled in at left wing back. Reece James at right wing back. The return of King James at right wing back. Midfield we had Jorginho and Kante. Ahead we had Mason Mount, Pulisic and Kai Havertz up front. In that second half, though, we came out all guns blazing. Reece James on that right-hand side, proving that, you know what, when we're in need of goals, our wing-backs are there to provide it for us. And when I say wing-backs, I mean Reece James and Ben Chilwell. You know, the way that it's going right now, for how he looked prior to his injury and how he's looking now after his injury, there's a chance Reece James might actually finish as our top goal scorer. It's a possibility. It's very feasible. So we'll wait and see. But Reece James took the ball on that right-hand side. Ball provided to him from Trevor Chalobah. He goes outside. Defenders try to follow him. He cuts inside. Defenders try to bring themselves back. He goes back outside. They're too late. He hits it. Bottom corner. Spectacular finish. 1-0 Chelsea. And that was the goal that Chelsea needed for the entire game to open up, and that is what we needed, because at 0-0 it just looked like it was always going to remain that way. We needed that goal to open everything up and push Burnley out a little bit. That way we can find space in behind or find opportunities as they try to chase the game a little bit, knowing that if they just hold on, they're going to lose. So yeah, we move on. Not long after, 5 minutes, Mr. Kai Havertz with a great ball in by Christian Pulisic. Nice little link-up play. Christian Pulisic on the right-hand side. He brings it in on his left foot, crosses it with his left foot, back post, straight to Kai Havertz on a plate, header into the near post, 2-0, great header, great ball in, fantastic assist. And at that point, the game's done because you just knew Burnley can't just defend and sit back any longer. At that point, 2-0, they know that they have to come out and attack. And that's where I said on the watch long, this game could finish 4 or 5-0 now. I was hoping 5, but we got 4. I'll take it. Third goal coming literally 2 minutes after the second goal. So that's just where you know Burnley have capitulated. Fully capitulated. And it's Kai Havertz with a Reece James assist. It's Reece. King James, man. King James is... We've missed him. We've missed him. And now we have some proper threat on that right-hand side. He manages to get onto the right. He brings it into the box. Now, I don't know how Kai Havertz finished this. Because from the angle, it looked like he just tapped it in. Well, he didn't. I think it was like his back leg that he left behind that he kind of brought forward and hit it. And then it just creeped into the net. Very weird finish, but I'll take it. 2 goals from Kai Havertz. Beautiful. So that made it 3-0. And then we got the 4th later on with Christian Pulisic. N'Golo Kante technically being given the assist. Although, let's be honest, it wasn't Kante's assist. It was Tarkowski leaving it for Pulisic on a plate. Because yes, Kante made that pass. But it was Tarkowski that absolutely fluffed whatever he was trying to defend there. And gave it to Pulisic, who was right in front of him in the 6-yard box with the goalkeeper right next to him. He finds the ball right at his feet and he goes, okay, I'll tap it in. 4-0. Job done. So Pulisic getting a goal. Everyone getting that goal. In terms of Kai Havertz up front, Reece James making the return as he should in terms of the starting lineup properly. He scored, got an assist, and Pulisic, who looked better in that second half. So overall, I'm very pleased. Nice to see Kai Havertz, I think, is going to get some confidence with this going forward. We've got Norwich on Thursday, then we've got Newcastle on Sunday, and then we've got Champions League, and then we've got Middlesbrough in the FA Cup before we go to international break. So hopefully this is where we get to see Kai Havertz build some confidence, even as the number 9. Let's have it right. Because in terms of the lads that we have up top, and I'm including Werner in this, absolutely, Kai Havertz right now is looking like the one who is the most potent. You know, we saw it against Lille. We've seen it in previous games. We've seen it today. He's looking good. He's looking good. So long may it continue. That's the most important thing. That has to keep going. So now with some confidence, let's build and see that consistency. Same goes for Pulisic, who I think in his position, as everyone wanted, is starting to look much better. Starting to look a little bit more threatening. Starting to be a little bit more risky. Dribbling a little bit more. Having a little bit more potency about his game. Fantastic to see. So yeah. We'll see what happens going forward. But ultimately, I think the one thing that's going to help us is actually Reece James. He opened up the scoring for us. He opened the game up for us. Got an assist. It's a debate as to who actually man of the match today. Is it Reece James or Kai Havertz? Because it's got to be one of them. It's hard. It's hard. Personally, I want to say Reece James. Despite Kai Havertz scoring twice. But Reece James opening the game in the way that he did. Having that consistency on the right-hand side in the second half was great. Getting the assist was great. He opened everything up for us, and I feel like that had a big impact. So, yeah, Reece James for me just ahead of Kai Havertz, but Kai Havertz definitely warrants it. And as for everyone else, I have to say, we had Kovacic come on later. We had Loftus-Cheek come on later. Saul at left wing back, dodgy first half, was better in the second half when everything opened up and he didn't have to actually rely on defending so much. So that was all right. Everyone else, though, Kante looked better, especially in the second half. I think the second half, everyone looked better than the first half. Defensively, except for Chalobah. Chalobah, I think, today had a little bit of an off day because there were a couple of opportunities where he almost gave the ball away in the box. Well, he did a couple of times. We almost conceded in the first half. Caught napping at times. So, yeah, maybe if there's one man that we look at today and go, you weren't so good today, it was probably Chalobah. But apart from that, it wasn't too disastrous. Everyone else, Thiago Silva, what do you expect? Thiago Silva is a cheat code. He's a cheat code at this rate. I mean, 37, playing like he's 27. The man does it week in, week out. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it. Beautiful to see, though. We're very lucky to have him. So, yeah. Overall, very happy. We needed this. We've stat padded a little bit. 4-0, 4 goals. Bring that goal difference a little bit up. Away at Burnley. There are teams that have gone away at Burnley this season and struggled. We've gone there and smashed them 4-0 to pieces. Happy days. So you know what? It's a good statement. It's a good thing to build on. We go into the Norwich game on Thursday. Let's try and build some momentum. Beat Norwich, fingers crossed. Move into the weekend. It's the money derby on Sunday against Newcastle. Hopefully show them that the OGs are here and you ain't getting past us, even though Roman's selling, but we are the OGs, not you. So we do them. And look, hopefully we build up a nice little run. And hopefully we don't just become a cup team, because right now we have been looking like a cup team. If we can build some form in the league, build that gap. Right now we're 7 points ahead of Man United with a game in hand. We have a game in hand. Or is it 6 points? 6 points ahead of Man United. No, 7 points ahead of Man United. Sorry. I think they have 43 and we have 50, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just off the top of my head. Actually, let me... Oh, no, 53, 47. So there we are. Yes, 6 points. 6 points. We are ahead of Man United, but we have a game in hand. So we can extend that to 9. That would be a nice gap. In terms of us and fourth, we have to watch out for Arsenal because they've got load of games in hand. But I think that's the only team that we might have to look over our rear shoulder if we just keep winning games. If we lose, then there's a problem. But if we keep winning games, we build up that consistency. We might even start looking to Liverpool. Right now, we are only 7 points behind Liverpool. Can we catch them? It'd be a nice thing to try and chase. Why not? Let's try. So, it's a nice position for us. We're looking good. Hopefully, we can wrap up this month before the international break, being in the Champions League quarter-final, being in the FA Cup semi-final, being in a very good position in third, chasing second, and we'll see what happens. So there we are. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. How did you all see it today? Your man of the match, your key moments. I'd love to know from your perspectives. Much appreciated. Let me know below. Once again, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Have a good one, people. See you tomorrow. Take care. And peace.